That's really close, it's strange. Cool, I was going to start on something that's funny, but don't feel like it, so I'm going to do one about depression. Sick. Cool, it's called Mine. I hope you like it. I have a friend. Hard to believe. He only looks one way when crossing the road, says he'd rather keep it interesting. He got Yang tattooed on his breastplate. They told him it was incomplete. He said tattoos are an expression of self. He goes to church and doesn't pray. Keeps one eye open to find the faithless. I'm the only one that noticed. He dines with my enemies. Serves them secrets wrapped in a promise. Shh. If he hears me, we're all done for. My friend tiptoes toward tomorrow. Why give it the advantage? When you tell him you love him, his eyes glaze over. And if you tell him you hate him, he puts a penny in a jar. He says it rains every day. He wears a smile, stitched on by tablets and loosened by afterthoughts. He's neither here nor there, despite himself. He's crippled by the idea that somebody might love him. He still thinks about that lie he told. He still misses her sometimes. He still visits him sometimes. They talk for hours. He brings flowers to clear the air between them. You can't do much about the mud though. He still goes to that one bar where no one's around, orders 2 drinks, 1 straw. He still knows all the words. He never did change that password of his. Says it's still the key to everything. The nightmares never stop. He asked me to tell you that, listen real good, they still haunt him. Believe me, I've seen them. He's seen them. They still haunt him. The nightmares never stopped. He still sits alone at night in that treehouse that he never built. Nobody will find him there. Courage. Eclipsed by doubt, even the sun hides sometimes. The suspense is killing him, the suspension willing him. Bristol's bridge, permanent postcard, he just wants to fly. He could count on 3 hands the minutes our second guess is wasted. Says he'd rather watch faces than watch faces like shadows on a sundial. Delicate darkness. His face is worn and he wears it proudly. Tense in the past and present. He moves behind the mirror. And he's no friend of mine. Cheers. I'm really sorry about that. Good, okay. This one is true, they're all true. And it's called Soldier Son. And it's about my best mate. Hope you like it, it's a little less depressing. It's not joyous, but it's less depressing. So it's what it is. There were no stars that night. At 10:34 on the 3rd of October 2015, my best friend told me he was joining the Royal Marines. It's hard to react to that. Off balance, with a friend on my head like an acrobat. We say goodbye with words and I go back to black, trying to see both sides like we're back to back. It's a parting gesture. And if you want it funny, I'll play this parting gesture. I can make it light. Spit a couple army puns and it will be alright, but it's more than that, because this will keep me up at night. I find this harder to talk about than the alcoholism, but I keep undercover. I guess I'd rather lose myself again than lose a brother. Chaotic kings. We thought we'd win by pulling strings. Like conkers, we'd conquered the world. We were obsessed with finding limits. Drinking vodka like water. You say this torture taught you to be ready for the day. You go on torture nooks come to take you away, holding a torch, a book, like a manual of pain. And if the limits were a gimmick, then I'm trying to take heart. But if you live it, maybe is it just a limit too far? We met our limits one day. Pale faces taking snail paces up Park Street. We'd gone 72 hours with no sleep, no food. So weak, we prove that when times are bleak, we'll know our worth. Blessed are the meek will inherit the earth, and now Sam wants to go. For that marine journey, he'll leave home like Nemo, but we know. It's only going for a tan, really. I'm kidding myself. He'll take that sunburn beating for humble reasons. He'll leave and turn red like autumnal seasons, and when you do go, maybe we can waste time on FaceTime. I don't know if you can tell I've been crying. I'll check the little corner while you show your battle scars, but you can't see shit with this cam off large. This war that you've met is sort of a mess, full of torture and death. If you're touring, then yes, you'll be thwarting a threat when you draw for the tech, because he's walking intent on scoring your head with more than a dent. I ain't mourning you yet, that's a pause for effect. I'm performing a set, because there's more to be said. If I'm boring you, Jet, but I'm sure you can get that it's cause and effect. I perform with dread like Bob Marley, because you're acting cray. That's Tom Hardy, so bombard me. I want to know everything. I'm going to miss you. Now, don't get this confused. I don't want to be misconstrued. I know misuse is misused like tissues in his room, but Sam got bored of paintings done with a paintball gun. He wants more now. And I'm feeling strangely shallow. I know you'll never turn into anything if you stick to the straight and narrow. It's just, I don't know what I'd do without you. But like train tracks, paths that run parallel meets eventually if you can look far enough into the future. So until then, well, I wish you the best. So I don't know what they've sold you, Sam. But I know you're a soldier. Sam, thank you. Amazing. So bad news, because there's apparently not been enough of that. I had a breakup yesterday, so I've got a breakup permit just to keep it lively. Yeah, it's called Obit. I love you. I love you too. I thought dreams could only happen when the lights went out. Imagine my surprise when I met all of mine. And who knew that my dreams had a great body? Something's got to house that song. Truth be told, I really struggled to take her in. And now I'm struggling to write her down. I'm used to having to find the right words, but this is a person, not a poem. Even though she looks like one. I think part of the problem is pinning her down in subtle similes and muddled imagery. It doesn't fit, you see. She breathes doubt into a dandelion. Evaporates the heart on its sleeve and grieves. Wistfully watches it wander on the wind. I know a metaphor when I see one. When I am one. She ain't a disco diva, she's a wishbone dreamer. I'd say she plants seeds into solitude, but it goes deeper. She could line Hiroshima with a primrose ether. But time touches all things, ignoring all our memories. Disorder is our destiny. This law, of course, is entropy. Now it's just a living hell. A prisoner in a wishing well. Well-wisher in a prison cell. Your word and trying. That which you just couldn't keep. A challenge you refused to meet. I can't help but feel like I'm the captain of a crewless fleet, attracted to the looming seas, a cabin in a doomed retreat, a fabric round a loosened seam. A hat-trick for the losing team. An ad-lib in a Truman scene. Everything around us is collapsing now, but who will grieve? Except that is for you and me. The damages of human greed. I guess I should have told you that the fact is I am blue with grief. A tactic that eluded me. Now I only know you in the magic of the music sheet. Enact you in a lucid dream. Trap you in a eulogy. Thanks so much for listening, brother.